Hi everyone, it's Steffi and welcome back to my channel and welcome to another episode of the Corona Chronicles. I don't have another name for phase 2 yet. I'm still working on that. It's been a very crazy week, as you guys will see. So I haven't really had the time to think about that. One thing I forgot to mention this week that happened actually yesterday on Saturday was it Saturday or was it Friday? I don't remember because I was sleeping a lot, so I don't really remember. But it was either Friday or Saturday. SpaceX launched, which is our military space program, launched the Dragon shuttle to the International Space Station to do some scientific experiments. So that is happening right now, and they will be there for like 1 to 4 months. So that's something that's going to be going on for the next while, but it was on TV, so I thought I would include it. I did actually watch the launch. If you want to see it, I'm sure you could check your local news sources and they'll have coverage on that, or just look it up on YouTube. But anyway, I kind of already did a vlog for today, so I'm not going to do another one. So that's it. Let's roll the clips. Hi everybody. So it is Wednesday. I know I look pretty ragged today. Usually you guys are used to seeing me with my face fully beat and everything. My hair is a disaster. When I say it has been a week, it's been a week. Did I say it's Wednesday? It's Wednesday. Okay, usually you guys know I vlog every day, but it has been a week. So this week it actually started getting really hot outside. And I did not know that our air conditioner is broken. Central air, it's broken. And due to the coronavirus, no one is coming out to fix it. So apparently it's not like an essential thing. I don't know. So that's why my face is all red. That's why my hair is really frizzy and I'm sweating like a banshee. So the noise you're hearing in the background is 3 fans going at full blast right now because that's what we have, and all of the windows are open. It's currently 82 degrees in here. And the heat has just been wiping me out. So I have been pretty exhausted this week, both mentally and physically. I have been drinking water like crazy. Carter actually got sick yesterday because he got heat exhaustion. So it's just been really hot, and I decided for the week I'm going to keep the boys inside just because there's not really anywhere they can go to cool down right now, and I do eventually plan to get them a pool, but they both got grounded this week for something that they did, so there's going to be no pool this week, but I'm hoping next week I can get them a pool so they have, when they play outside, they have somewhere to go to actually cool off. But this heat just has me like so exhausted, and I put a box fan like right here on a chair when I work, but still it gets so hot in here, and I wanted to make cookies for the kids so they had a nice treat, because I usually give them something throughout the day at least once, but it's just, if I turned on the oven it would get really hot in here, and I just, for right now, I might just maybe buy some cookies just because I don't want the house too hot. Like it's really hot. So, and it sucks that the one thing I made this week to eat was soup. So I've been kind of eating it cold because nobody likes something hot in this weather, really. But the heat has really been getting to me. It's really been wiping me out. I've been sleeping a lot later than usual. Usually I get up at 6 o'clock and I've been sleeping until like 7:30, and I punch in for work at 8. So I just need to get my shit together and get over it. But it is really hard. I'm really hot. I'm going to put makeup on tomorrow and sweat it all off, I'm sure. But you know what? Whatever. I wanted to go back to the office this week, but I think they're pushing me back to another week, if like the start of June, if not later. So hopefully it'll come sooner than later, because I really would like to be in my air conditioned cubicle at work, and I'm sure the kids would like to be in air conditioning at daycare. That would be very nice. So yeah, that's pretty much it. As you can see, there's a bunch of cups behind me. I have a lot of cleaning to do, and it's garbage day, so I have to take the garbage out. But I was just waiting for the sun to go down because it's just been too hot, and with bugs and everything, I don't like any of that shit. So I will be doing that tonight. But yeah, I'm really tired. And Bella's into everything. Also, I got to throw those flowers away. From Mother's Day, and they lasted a very long time, but they are now old, so I will need to throw them out. Um, but that's pretty much all that's been going on. Is it's just been super hot, and there's nothing for the kids to do because they're stuck inside. So hopefully next week I'll go back to work. But also, I'm excited this weekend because Andy's mom is coming down here, and we're gonna hang out with her. So that'll be nice. And Andy's kittens are getting bigger. He sent me some videos. I don't know if I will be going over there this weekend to see them. So if not, I might see them during the week, next week sometime, just because I want to see how big they're getting, and hopefully then I can have a kitten update for you guys. So if not in this week, it'll be next week, but we'll see. I don't know. I got to get back in front of that fan. I'm way too hot. Okay, so it is Thursday night. So I just went outside to pick up my garbage, and I totally forgot that it was Memorial Day week. So the garbage is actually coming tomorrow to be picked up. So I forgot about that. Also, do you like the lip eye combo? This is just a regular brown neutral lip, but I thought it looked real pretty with my makeup. So I actually went and bought some more makeup today. Just a couple cool things that I found. Nothing I really want to show on camera, but today it actually rained, and it rained a lot, like a lot. So it's actually really nice and cool outside, which is good because it's been so hot all week. So we finally got a break from that. Maddox got picked up today and went with his dad. He's coming back tomorrow. And then Friday night, the boys are going over to my mom's, and I will be going with Andy and his family. These lines from my glasses are so intense. I don't really care because I'm going to be taking off my makeup in a minute anyway. But yeah, that's pretty much what's going on. My house is just such a mess that I need to clean it, but that'll just have to wait because it was another crazy morning. I mean, I was up early enough that I was able to like eat breakfast, get the kids what they needed and put my makeup on and all that good stuff. But I would have liked to be up earlier. And actually this morning, my alarm started to go off, and then it fell on the floor because it's one with the bells in it, It fell on the floor and the battery fell out. So I ended up falling back asleep. So I overslept a little bit. But Andy is coming over in the morning, so hopefully I will be up earlier and that'll be nice. But I have a headache today. Ooh. I don't know. I'm excited for the weekend. Should be a good time, so there's that. It would be nice to get out of these clothes because, as you can see, my shirt is permanently stained and I'm just wearing crap like this around the house, and I'm sick of walking around like a scrub. I really just need, I was going to wear a dress today, but then it was actually cold outside, so I was like, that's why my sweater's on the table. So I don't know, but anyway, I have to get some stuff ready for the boys to go to their grandma's tomorrow and get myself ready. So I'm gonna go do that. But sometime, probably not. I don't know if I'm gonna vlog tomorrow at all. I don't think you're allowed to vlog while you're in the casino. Maybe while we're in the hotel room a little bit, I might do like a little short vlog, but it'll probably just be me because Andy doesn't like to be on camera. So we will see. But anyway, we'll see you guys later. Hi you guys, so we have just got to our hotel and we are just kind of settling in right now. So This is the bathroom. And then we have this little vanity area, which I have already overtaken with my stuff. That's a door. And then this is our room. So that's pretty much it. But yeah, fun times to come. Can't wait to go play at the casino. It's gonna be a good time. Anything you want to say, hon?
No.
You want to be on camera? He never wants to be on camera. What's wrong with him? Anyway, I am so excited to play at the casino, have a couple drinks. We're gonna get some food later, and yeah, we're just waiting for Andy's brother to get here right now. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'll see you guys later. Okay, you guys, I don't know if you can hear me, but we're at the casino. We are partying, we're having fun. Hi you guys, so it is Sunday. I'm not sure what I'm going to be editing this video or posting it. So I just wanted to vlog a little bit right now. If this is going up today or tomorrow, you know, I can still do whatever, but I have so much stuff to talk about. I wanted to talk about it now, and then, you know, when we get into the regular video, we'll do that. The boys are outside playing. Just picked up Carter around 11, and then we went to lunch and came home. I went to the store. Andy watched the kids, and then Maddox came home. So it was a very good. Close the door.
Hello, I have a squishy. Yay.
Okay.
Poopy butt. Poopy butt.
Yeah, I had a very good time at the casino. I did need to take a day to recover because it was just a little bit too much for me. But everything else was fine. We had a good time.
You like it?
So Carter got that when he was at his dad's house.
It's something cool. If I put it in the sun, something cool happened.
I did pick up an air conditioner, but we didn't install it yet. So can you go away, please? I didn't install it yet, but we do have one now. It did cost me over $100, so it better work good. Otherwise, I'm going to be a little bit upset. But my house, as you can see, is a disaster. I need to clean. I need to do laundry. I need to do dishes. The whole shebang, girl. So I have plenty of stuff to do to keep me busy for right now. But yeah, I'm going to go get started on that stuff. And I will see you guys whenever we do the full video. But you've already seen most of it anyway, so. All right, let's get into some facts. Just so you know, some of the stuff that happened this week was pretty heavy. So when I tell you about it, there's a lot of it. A priest giving social distance blessings with a squirt pistol and what I'm assuming is holy water is 2020, folks. I don't think this is really happening. I think that the priest would just not have church because using a squirt gun for holy water, I would find to be very offensive, honestly. That's just my thoughts on that. Just because we don't wear a mask doesn't mean we lack common courtesy or don't disrespect you. We simply believe your fear is your issue. You guys know how I feel about masks, but this is just me saying. 2020 is a leap year, and it leaped right into some bullshit. Scam. Okay, we're not going to get into that. That's about my air conditioner being broken, which I already told you guys about. So this happened Tuesday. Was this on Tuesday? Did I have the full story? No, I don't have the full story on this. I believe this happened either Monday morning or Tuesday morning. Police say a 17-year-old girl from Green Bay was arrested for drunk driving after a crash on the Mason Street Bridge flung her passenger into the river. I do actually have this as one of my weenies of the week, so it will show up later. But I didn't show the video. I'm not going to show the video to you guys because in the video it's like this big and it's really hard to see. But pretty much what happens is this girl is going over the bridge. She starts to swerve like this. She hits the guardrail and the other girl pops out of the car and lands in the water. From what I have heard, there were some fishermen fishing early that morning, and they did manage to get the girl out of the water. Otherwise, she probably would have died because she was really intoxicated. But it was really sad. This is not about politics. GOP governor says wearing masks is a public health issue. That was from NBC News, so that probably is true. Maskgate. Research suggests that pregnant people with COVID-19 may develop a placenta injury. So Tuesday, Chuck E. Cheese opened. And the municipal court will be closed from 5:25 to 6:07. All initial court appearance will be rescheduled. Then I just found this very interesting. I'm not sure if this is a real reality show or not, but it's apparently 15 men that are competing to impregnate a 41-year-old woman in a new reality Fox show. So if you want to see that, check it out on Fox, I guess. But the savagery, like somebody's going to get an STD and you know it. Like, and then the baby's going to have it. Like the whole thing, it is so intasteful. And this is from the page, Is It Funny or Offensive? They do have a lot of controversial things on there. So if you want to follow them for more, you can go ahead and do that. But I just find this disgusting and wrong. Like, go to a sperm bank. Seriously, pick out your donor from a book and go to a sperm bank. Like, and any of the other crazy bitches out there, don't take it to the next level. Like, this is just, it's distasteful and it's wrong. And then you're going to televise it. Like, what's going to happen when your kid sees that? Your kid is going to hate you. It's terrible. A 19-year-old crashed his vehicle into a building at the 1600 block of East Mason Street in Green Bay this morning. That was, I believe this was Wednesday. Yeah. All these kids that have their driving license now, this is what's happening. This is why they shouldn't have did that. Okay, so this says Thursday morning, but I have it from Wednesday, so I don't know if it's from last week, but it says Thursday morning, a Syrian American terrorist armed with a rifle, shotgun, and pistol planned to shoot the gate guard, enter the Navy base in Corpus Christi, Texas, and kill as many on base as possible. The young female sailor on duty checking IDs was shot square in the chest by the terrorist. Her ceramic armor stopped the bullet, but the force knocked her to the ground. She was able to activate the final denial barrier before the terrorist could pass through. She then unloaded her sidearm into the vehicle, killing the terrorist and saving the unknown life. Just in case this hadn't made it to your news feed, I thought you should know. So that is very, very disheartening that a terrorist would do this to us, especially when we are in Corona times. But life doesn't stop people, and there are a lot of crazy weirdos out there. So Wednesday, New Zealand has announced it no longer has any patients in hospital being treated for coronavirus. It comes on the 5th straight day where no new cases have been reported. This is from Twitter, and it's from Goodable. So if you want to know more about that. And then Wednesday, I started getting alerts about this. So this is about the George Floyd situation. If you're not familiar about that, pretty much what happened is this man was like an active rights type of protester. That's what he did. He was arrested. And while he was arrested and detained on the ground, an officer put his knee on Mr. Floyd's neck. And this is what Mr. Floyd said. "Please, I can't breathe. My stomach hurts. My neck hurts. Everything hurts. They're going to kill me." And the officer had his knee on Mr. Floyd's neck for 13 minutes, and he did actually kill him. After 8 minutes, he lost consciousness, and he did die. And for 4 or 5 more minutes, this officer knelt on his neck. And it's very sad. I do have more about the story and things like that. It's very controversial right now, so if you don't know about this, I would say definitely look into it. It is everywhere. It's all over Facebook, it's all over Twitter, it's all over Instagram. I can't find anywhere that it isn't right now, and it's terrible. Okay, so I told you guys about that accident that happened. So this was the driver. I know you can't really see her. She's pretty banged up in the picture. Her name is Anya Valley Nunez. I believe I have this full story. I do. So this is from Thursday morning. Court documents show a 17-year-old Green Bay girl has been formally charged following the baby. Oh my God. The random questions I get asked. Okay, let me start this over for you. Court documents show a 17-year-old Green Bay girl has been formally charged following a crash Monday morning on the Main Street Bridge, which resulted in one of her passengers being thrown into the Fox River. Anya Valley Nunez was charged Wednesday in Brown County Circuit Court with 1 count of injury by intoxicated use of a vehicle and 2 counts of operating while intoxicated causing injury, first offense. This is one of my weenies of the week. Police were called to the 300 block of North Washington Street at about 5:23 a.m. for a report of a vehicle accident with injury. When police arrived, they found a green Jeep had crashed into the bridge, was facing northbound, and the female was lying on the ground. Court documents state an officer stabilized the female's head, who identified the complaint as EC. I need to handle this. Good Lord Jesus. The female, identified as EC, had a cut above her eye, a broken leg, and according to documents, was losing consciousness. She was taken to a hospital. A passenger, identified as RG in the complaint, was rescued by a boater in the area and was taken to St. Vincent's Hospital for her injury. So that is the one who had flown out the car and was ejected over the water on the bridge. The documents state other officers on scene identified the driver as Anya Valley Nunez, who also admitted to driving the vehicle. Valley Nunez was also hospitalized at St. Vincent's, where police questioned her after speaking with doctors. According to the complaint, Anya stated she had been drinking and had multiple shots of alcohol, including tequila, but couldn't remember anything else. Officers performed a horizontal gaze nystagmus test due to not being able to perform any other impairment tests. Police say they could smell alcohol coming from her breath and also noticed bloodshot eyes and slurred speech. In a statement to police, a third female, identified as AO, said she and her friends, identified as Anya, EC, and RG, were drinking at EC's house from 11 a.m. to around 3 p.m. At that point, documents say AO and her friend decided to meet another friend at Quick Trip, located near Mason and Abrams Streets. And since EC was too drunk to drive, Anya drove EC's car, according to the statement. After they picked their friend up, they drove to the Fox River to watch a sunrise, and once they arrived at the river, AO stated they finished the bottle of tequila and were waiting to hang out and watch a sunrise. About an hour later, a person identified as CS stated she needed to be dropped off at the boardwalk so she could meet up with other friends. AO stated when they got back to EC's car, Anya drove again, and EC was in the passenger front seat. AO was in the back passenger seat behind the driver, CS was in the middle passenger seat, and RG was on the back on the passenger side. After dropping CS off, they then drove towards the Dousman Street Bridge, and while driving over it, AO stated Anya swerved and tried to swerve back into her lane. However, after doing this, she crashed into the side of the bridge. When the crash happened, AO said she got out of the car and saw Anya standing on the sidewalk, EC lying unconscious next to her, and RG was later found on the boardwalk. Court documents state $500 has already been posted, and Valley Nunez is to post $2,000 in cash before the next hearing. So that is one of our weenies of the week. I don't believe in drinking and driving. I used to do that. I have gone to jail for that. I think, until you really realize the severity of the situation and how you could hurt somebody, you don't think about it, but it's something that we should all be responsible and not do. So I have to admit, I used to be one of those people that did it and thought nothing's ever going to happen to me. And luckily, I didn't ever get into an accident because I could have died or somebody else could have died. But that's just the gravity of the situation. And until that happened to me, I never thought about it. Used to be a little bit ignorant back in the days. Dog rescued from pickup in Green Bay as hot weather sends temperature into whatever. So that was from Wednesday. And apparently it was 117 degrees inside the vehicle. Now, I just have a thing against people taking their pets anywhere and leaving them unsupervised. To me, it's just very irresponsible, and I would say to never do it. But when it gets really hot out, common sense would be to leave your animals at home. So then there's some plans for reopening the pools and the playgrounds. Bay Beach is also considered in that category. A soft opening is planned for the weekend of June 20th and 21st. If all goes well, it will reopen with limited capacity the following day. To reopen, the city is planning to limit capacity at about 50% through wristband systems. And then for Bay Beach, every other ride would be blocked off. The open seats would be sanitized between riders. Markings would also be put down on ride lines so everyone is socially distanced. The soft opening is tentative based on getting staff and necessary cleaning and safety items ready. So Colburn Pool is going to open supposedly in early July. City playgrounds have opened now as of Friday. Joanne's Skate Park and Whitney Dog Park will open this coming Wednesday, and the Wildlife Sanctuary will reopen in phases leading up to July 6th. All city dates are tentative. So that's just a couple little things. Okay, so we had talked about the officer who was found, who was kneeling on this guy's neck, and this is the picture that has been going viral on Twitter and everywhere. So this is the officer, and this is what he looks like. It's a very gruesome picture, and I didn't know more information would be coming out about this, but there has been a lot of rioting going on. If you want to see what the riots look like, I found them on Cardi B's Twitter, so you can look there. I couldn't find the source of the video, but I did see that she had posted that. So if you're looking for that, get on Twitter and look at her post. Hodag was canceled. Don't have the date that was canceled, but it was canceled. I also don't have a date on this one. Oh, 5/28. So that's the Thursday. So, and then Thursday we got a lot of rain, and the flooding actually, this is at Shawano and Woodlawn. I don't know if you can see it that well in the picture, but the flooding is over the curb. So it was pretty bad. 3 more COVID-19 patients die in Brown County. I'm not really sure how accurate these numbers are. So the health department identified the new patients which have died as a male of 56, 54302 zip code, which is our zip code, so that's scary. Female 92, 54162 zip code, and male 59, 54302 zip code. Again, that's ours, so that's scary. 15 new cases were confirmed from Wednesday. The countywide total is 2,281. Oneida Nation has confirmed 40 cases. That's one additional case from Wednesday. And as of Thursday, 26 patients were hospitalized with COVID-19. I'm not really going to get into that. So then, as the riots were happening, this all happened in Minneapolis, by the way, but when the riots were happening for what happened to George Floyd, the city, like the citizens, set the police department on fire. It was already evacuated beforehand, so no officers were hurt, but there is somebody that was shown lighting a Minneapolis police jacket on fire, and among other things, and along with a lot of looting. And then this is really sad. So there was a story that I saw, and this is from the Facebook page, Autism Will Not Define My Son. I do follow her, and I find her story to be very, inspirational. So I do follow her because she is another autism mama out there. But this is pretty much about two women one who had decided to give up her autistic child because she couldn't care for him. She didn't feel that she had the mental capacity to care for him, so she put him up for adoption. And the other one is a woman who decided to keep her child, and even though she was struggling with him, she threw him into a canal, and after he survived, she picked him back out. He was 9 years old, and then she threw him into the canal again, and he died. So she's the one pictured here with the black hair. I would consider her another weenie. I don't know her name or anything else about the story. That's all that I know. But the other woman was the woman who gave her son up for adoption. But it's very sad. So somebody on here on my Facebook page, I'm not going to say who it is, keeps coming up with all these cockamamie like conspiracy theories, and I love a good conspiracy theory, honey. I really do. But sometimes some of these get a little bit crazy for me, and I'm like, that's just such bullshit. I don't believe that. So apparently this person posted this meme. The government is making us quarantine so they can change the batteries in the pigeons. And it gives like a whole graph of like the robotics of the pigeon. You gotta come up with something better than that, because changing batteries in pigeons, if they're battery operated, they could just bring them all to an area and then, like a building top, then change all their batteries. Like this, that's just bullshit. I just found it funny. So the officer who knelt on George Floyd's neck and killed him is Derek M. Chauvin. And he murdered George Floyd on May 25th. And then this is just some other information. So the restraint technique used by Chauvin to murder Floyd was not part of the department's training, being represented by Tom Kelly, the same attorney who got Officer Geronimo Yanez, who murdered Philando Castile, acquitted. Derek Chauvin was put on leave in 2011 for an inappropriate police shooting of an Alaskan Native American, Leroy Martinez. Chauvin shot Ira Littell Toles, an unarmed black 21-year-old man, in 2008. And Chauvin was one of the officers who murdered Wayne Reyes, a Latino man with 16 bullets forced into him. A total of 42 rounds were shot off. Chauvin and another officer were chasing a car in 2005, causing the death of 3 people, according to Communities United Against Police Brutality. There are 12 police brutality complaints against Chauvin in the Minneapolis Office of Police Conduct Complaints Database. They are all listed as closed, non-public, and no discipline. So obviously this officer should have been canned and jailed way before this ever happened to prevent this from happening. But the governor over there in Minneapolis has a lot of explaining to do. And that's probably why people have been rioting. So there is more on this, but this is a picture of the police department on fire. Yeah. Wisconsin's birthday was May 29th. 1948. We've been around for 172 years. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then the officer we just talked about, Derek Chauvin, was arrested with murder. I believe the charge was manslaughter and third-degree murder. I believe this should have been capital murder. Like, the guy said he was dying, and you legitimately, like, stood on his neck and would not get up. You killed him. Anyway, so he's another weenie of the week, and I mean, I think that's our third one at this point this week. You can tell it's been a very stressful week for the world. And we're not in good times right now, even though we're in phase 2. I really kind of expected something like this to happen, that everybody would kind of freak out and go nuts. But I didn't think people would be dying like this and by these means, because it's all horrible. And what happened to that girl where she was thrown in the river, even though she survived, it's still horrible what she went through. Those kids should have not been driving that car. But there's a lot of controversy about this, and a lot of people want him sentenced to death. I am not really that concerned about him being sentenced to death, because I have a feeling as soon as he walks in any type of jail establishment at all, unless he says he needs to be on suicide watch and tries to hang himself and be put isolated in a cell, somebody's going to kill him. Point blank. Everybody has seen this story, and they do have cameras in the jail. So, or not cameras, they have TVs in the jail that you can watch the news on. So all of them already know what's going on. So this guy, he's going to end up dead.
Hi, guys.
That was, these are, okay. So that's all I really have for this week. But, yeah, pretty heavy week, I would say. Definitely. And the stuff that I had to deal with this week too. But, did I tell you guys, this lady tried to sell me a wheel of cheese? The lady from across the street came over here with this big tote bag, like a big tote bag, only speaking Spanish. So she comes over, hablo español? And I'm like, un poco, which means a little. And she said to me in Spanish, would you like some cheese? And she pulls this wheel of cheese like this big out of her purse. I'm like, no, I'm good. See you later. Like, this neighborhood just gets weirder and weirder. The majority of this neighborhood is Hispanic, which is fine. I don't have anything. I'm not racist at all. You know, I don't. It's whatever. I'm neutral on all of that. But I found this very, very strange. And also, we don't have an ice cream truck. We have an ice cream cart. There's a guy that comes around, and I don't remember if I put this in another vlog this week or not. I would have to watch it back and play it. But the guy has a little cart, and it's got bells on it. And he's got this little trigger on the top where he rings the bells. And he walks around with this cart, and all the kids come out and buy ice cream from him. My kids just bought ice cream from him today. And he pays $2 for one ice cream. Like, this guy is making his bank from these kids. I'm telling you. It's just, now there's a whole new reason for them to have an allowance. So that's something that I'm going to be dealing with. But I had to tell you about that before I forgot, because that was just something else. But yeah, I don't know. That's it for this week, guys. If you liked it, leave it a like. If you're new, please subscribe. And I will see you guys next time.